Okay, welcome everybody to our second webinar dedicated to Agentic AI. In total, we have 3 webinars before our hackathon that we run both in Munich and Hague. There are still some spots that you can take, so please feel free to register. In the meantime, let me tell you in a nutshell what are we going to do today. So if you well, I hope you watched our first webinar where we briefly and in general explained what is the Agentic AI and what are the benefits of using it. Well, today we will have more of a hands-on experience. And before we move on to our topic, I would like to introduce our co-hosts, Luke and Mel. So guys, could you please introduce yourself? Maybe Luke, you can go first.
Thank you. Good to be back on this webinar. Well, just like you said, I'm Luc Vonk from the SQL consultancy and working with ServiceNow since 2007 as a senior consultant and an architect. So Mel, please go ahead.
Yeah, hi everybody. Good to see you back for webinar number 2. So my name is Melhem, or short Mel. I'm from Strat5 in Munich and working with the ServiceNow platform for 15 years now. And I'm a certified master architect and concentrating the last 2 years on all the AI functionality in the platform.
Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Luke. So, guys, as you can see, today we are joined by 2 very experienced ServiceNow experts. Let me quickly explain you what are we going to do today. So, as you know, AI agent is a very powerful tool, but in order to use the full potential, it needs to utilize some skills that ServiceNow platform itself provides. And today, we would like to show you how to build your first Now Assist skill that in the future you can use when building your AI agent. So this will be more a hands-on experience, and we will have a live demo today. But in the meantime, Mel, could you please tell us a little bit about the use case that we are going to show, and in general, what are we building today? What the skill will do for us?
Yeah, sure. So as you maybe have seen in the first webinar, we were giving a short introduction about Agentic AI and AI functionalities and answering some questions. Now, in the second webinar, we will concentrate on building a certain skill. In webinar number 3 next week, we will then build a whole AI agent. And the use case we have here is a very common one. So we want essentially to build an AI agent next week, which enables us or our students to do homework automatically. So the AI agent has the goal to get the homework task, evaluate which skills are required to complete the homework, and after review by the student, send it back to the teacher. And to fulfill that very common task, we need several skills. And the first skill we will build today is based on geography courses. So we want to know what's the capital city of a certain country. So we will have a skill providing that information, and maybe also some additional information about the city, where Luc will present some surprises what AI can do here.
Sounds interesting and well, quite complicated and big topic, but yeah, I think if we break it down and skill by skill, then I think it will make much more sense to see in general how the agent will work and what skills are really necessary for each task. Right, then Luke, shall we then go straight with the demo? We are quite well, I'm quite looking forward to see how it works and the hands-on experience.
I already shared my screen. and I opened the analysis skill kit. This is the place where you can build your skills. So to start, you always need to have skills. ServiceNow has already given me a couple of them, as you can see here. Text to results, text to test sentinel, identify task from an email. All these things are just delivered out of the box. And here we have also a list with some change and incident related skills. So these are just out of the box, and if I want, I could install from the ServiceNow store even more skills, but I have a pretty clean instance for this. So this is what we have for this moment. So it's always good to look at which skills are available before you're going to create a new skill, because maybe ServiceNow already delivered the skill you need, and then you can reuse that within your AI agent. So just let's start. And I'm going to create a skill. So I click on create skill. And now I have a nice screen where I can fill in what you want to do. Get the capital city of the selected country. Now you see it needs to be only 40 characters. So I will remove this, and then you will see it is fine again. You can add a description. This can be much longer. In this case, I will do a little bit lazy. And I add and give me a fun fact of the country. I always like to have some fun facts when I'm learning or getting information just for fun, because then I always can remember it. So I will ask the same thing to our AI skill. Then we can choose multiple providers. And like you see, you have a list which you can have. You see the Now LLM generic and Now LLM. Those two are from ServiceNow itself, and the rest you can select depending on what you want to use. You could use OpenAI, Azure, Google Cloud. Lots of possibilities here to choose.
So from what I see, if you think that one LLM model is better in one things and the other one in other things, then you can create multiple skill kits using different LLM models just to maximize the value, yeah?
Yes, or if you have internally some policies about using specific AI tools, you could choose that one. But in this case, we're going to do it with the Now LLM generic, and then it will automatically fill in also the provider API. If I would choose someone else, I maybe need to create a provider API to connect to that, especially for the connection. Then I can use multiple options for this. How would you like to create a prompt? Well, use an AI generated prompt. I always like, because it's always a little bit easier. So what we are now going to do, it says on the skill description, it's probably a little bit too small. Now let's write it then from scratch. All right, let's go to the next section. Then I can add some inputs. The inputs is the information the skill is going to use within his prompt. So, and I have multiple choices, but in this case, I will do a string because my input is the country. I almost wanted to say city. Country description for getting the capital city. All right. Now I can make it mandatory, the input. I will do that because if we don't have this, the skill will fail. And I could enter some test values within this. I could say, well, let's get Netherlands. And then we can go to the summary. All right, so now I can check. I have one input. I've got multiple outputs, and I can do a finish. And here again, I see the skill input, and I see my skill outputs. Now for this, I'm going to add one thing, because I always like to have a specific, the city, capital city. Sorry for typo, capital city, and skill output. And then I will also add the fun fact. It's also a string as well. Fact. So this. So now I have multiple outputs. I have an input, and now we have a prompt that we need to generate. So I click on the prompt assistant. Yes, where is my screen? I can use AI generated, and then I can type in what I want. So I want to get the capital city from the country as an output, and please give me a fun fact. This city too. So very short. Let's see what it will do.
But it's necessary to be polite with LLM model, yeah, and ask them, please generate this and that.
Yes, yes. So here what we see is now it's generated my prompt, and the prompt is using it's the question and the output on how it will give. So you will see later how that will look like. Then I will insert it. And then we have it here. Inserted. But let's remove this one. Because this is, oh, sorry. I forgot to remove the old note. All right, so now we have this. And fun fact. This is country. Am I right? Hopefully I don't make a type mistake. Wait, I'm going to use it a little bit easier. Just country.
Yeah, that's much easier, but it's impressive. Look that you can generate even the prompt, and it even instructs the AI to play the role of a geography expert. So quite impressive. That's nice. So you don't have to write it yourself.
Yeah, thank you. Let's see if I could add this one. So the inputs, and so I'm thinking how do we write that? capital city. Now adding the outputs to it. Let's see if I did it well or not.
I think you have to swap. You have to swap capital city and fun fact.
Fun fact, yeah, I was going to tell you as well. Yeah.
Just swap it around.
Oh yes, I see. Always fun if you do it live. Capital city. Fun fact. Let's see if it's now working. Netherlands. All right. Scroll down. Oh, easy. The capital city of the Netherlands is Amsterdam. Fun fact, Amsterdam is known as the Venice of the North due to its many canals. So this is already working. So you saw it. It's just, to be honest, it's with one line of code, and then I just needed to edit the right output and input names into the prompt. And now it's using the prompt, and we can test it. So if I do another one, Germany, just to be sure that it is working.
And it's not using any web search at the moment. So basically all the fun facts and all the knowledge are already within the now LLM model, as far as I understood.
Yep. Yes. So that's very strong because we're keeping everything within ServiceNow. And well, here we have some information about the train station. And this is what we can do now. Then we can finalize because we are happy. Are we happy with the prompt, guys?
Yeah, great.
I'm quite happy.
Let's finalize then the prompt. So, and then we have it. I can publish this, or you even can go through the other options in the menu. So here we can add some tools to it, some extra things. I can add this. I'm not going to do it, but because then my skill is not working like I want. But here you can add some connectors if you have connections to other instances or other tools. You could add that, and then it can be used as an input in my prompt. So in this case, I'm going to keep it very clean, just a start and an end and my prompt. And then we can evaluate things for testing purposes, and this is especially when you're using the data from ServiceNow. You could create some data sets, for example, which you can use and run multiple times your skill to see if everything is fine. And you can even run some evaluations. We'll click on it just to show you. And then you can have also some prompts and things. So you can use AI to evaluate your AI skill. So that's really nice. Just like we build it with AI, you can also evaluate the functionality with AI.
Can I add a little bit on evaluation, Luke, if you don't mind?
Please.
Because I recently had a hands-on experience with DataKit, and basically by using the DataKit, you can evaluate your created skills. Yeah, of course, it makes much more sense when you're using the instance data and the data from actual tables. And in order to train and to evaluate your prompt, ServiceNow using a so-called ground truth. So basically, working together with business analyst, you go by record, and then you manually type in the output that you expect an AI to give you. So in our case, if we would to evaluate our prompt, we would then manually type in all the countries' capitals, all the fan facts. But yeah, in our case now, LLM knows everything very good. And also one of the options is actually to generate the data. That is also a very powerful tool to use. If your data is too sensitive to use, then you can generate a completely synthetic data again inside the data kit. So yeah, that's a very nice addition to. And yeah, it really helps you refine your prompt and refine your skill and see the performance of it.
Thank you for that addition. So, and then we have, besides the evaluation, also we have the skill settings. And we can just check what we did, what we have implemented. More in details, we could change some stuff to that. And then I can publish it if I'm fine with it. And in this case, I am. And I will publish it. So now we have a published skill. Let's see if we have everything done. Yes.
So, and look, we can now use it in that skill universally in the platform, or only in AI agents? How can we make users benefit from our new valuable skill?
Yes, that's a good question. Well, we can use this multiple ways. We built now the skill, and from that on, we could use this, for example, in a flow designer. We could use it behind a button, a UI action. When you click on it, it can generate this. Or well, what we will do next time, we will implement this within our agentic AI or our AI agent. And with that, then we can have multiple things being done and totally manual. So that's the biggest difference. So it's we could use it manually by pressing a button, automated by using a flow, or totally standalone, I would say, with the AI agent.
Okay, that's cool. Thanks. So it's basically a very universal skill, and then we can use it in multiple with multiple use cases. That's great.
Yes. All right. So then I think we have done everything for this skill. If I go to this one, here we have the skill there, and we can use it if we want. The only thing is it's not been activated here active yet, but it will work as soon as we add this skill to our now assist. Let's see if I can find this now assist. I will, just to be sure if it's there. So now I go to the now assist, and this is the overview of the AI agents, the AI skills, which we can use. And we will go more depth in this next time. Let's see if I can see my just thinking where it could be, although I'm not expecting, but that's not yet.
Oh yeah, here it is, our get the capital city.
This one, city of the country, so I can now turn it on. And now it's active. So if I go to the active, I can see it here. And now we can really work with it next time. So now we are finished for today. We have seen that we could build our own skill with the analysis skills kit and even put it on so I can use it on many ways, which is possible to use within the Now Assist.
Thank you, Luke. That was quite an impressive demonstration and very powerful skills. And yeah, like I've seen, it's quite straightforward. If you're not going over the top with the prompts, I know you can always use some scripting. You can use well, basically ServiceNow gives you a lot of possibilities. But if you use just the basic skills like basic knowledge, like basic prompt engineering, then you're able to create your own skill and then utilize it in AI agent. And speaking of AI agent, Mel, could you please just one more time explain how this small kit will look in the bigger picture of AI agents that we are going to build next time?
Yeah, sure, Ihor. So in the next webinar, we will build an AI agent using that skill. So that AI agent will have the goal to create our full homework and read which homework we are due that week. We'll use the skill Luc has just built and then create a document and send it out via email. So having the full picture, the full flow, depending on which homework selected, it will use the right skill. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll face some geography homework. So we'll use that in the next webinar. And then, of course, yeah, hope you all will join for next Thursday in approximately 1 week. In Munich and The Hague, we have the hackathon, and you can build all of that yourself. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, thank you, Mel. Well, definitely, we are getting closer to our hackathon, and me and Mel, we've recently just seen the location in Munich, and it's looking beautiful. So I hope to see you. Well, not all of you, but many of you. The registration is still open, so please do feel free to register, and yeah, together we can build the great things. And if you bring along small team that are really interested in solving some business issues, then yeah, we can help you, and we also have some friendly competition with the Netherlands. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, other than that, that's been a great session, guys. Thank you so much, Luke, for showing how to actually build your first skill kit. Like Mel already mentioned, in the next webinar, we'll show you how to utilize this skill and how to build your AI agent. And if you want really dive deep, if you want to challenge yourself, please join our hackathon, and we will be happy to welcome you either here in Germany, in Munich, or in Netherlands, in Hague. So guys, thank you again one more time, Luke, Mel, thank you. And yeah, guys, see you next time, and hopefully in Munich or in Netherlands. Bye-bye.